Welcome back to another video, everybody, and I want to thank everybody for watching. It has been kind of a roller coaster couple of years, but I want to thank a lot of you guys for sticking around. I know there's been a couple times where the channel's just kind of gone through no content or a lot of shorts content, and I don't have a lot of these kind of videos, um, mostly in part due to school and the recent bout with some health issues that I've had. Um, Most importantly, my two hip surgeries. Uh, I'm feeling a little bit better, but without holding up the video too much, because I was hoping to make kind of a shorter video this time, because I'm going to break this up into parts. So this is going to be kind of just the first impressions video on this brush pack right here. This is by an artist. Let me just move my webcam here so you guys can see it. This is an artist called Razum. Hopefully I'm saying his name correctly. Razum Inc. And you can find his brushes on Cube Brush, Gumroad, and I believe ArtStation. He also has a main website. I bought him through Cube Brush. I didn't pull up the Cube Brush website though, because on Cube Brush it says it's sold out, but it's a digital product, so I know it's not sold out. I think it's just on my end because I already purchased it through Cube Brush, so it's saying sold out. So I'm showing you the Gumroad page here. It's $25, and it comes with 82 brushes for concept art and illustrations. And it also comes with two brushes that Loish uses. And if you're not familiar, Loish is an artist. I believe it's a female. I'm not too sure, but some of the artwork looks amazing. So I'm not one of these people that believe a brush can make your artwork better, but I do believe that if you're already good at something, it's gonna bring your artwork to the next level. So this is some of the work that he's done with his brushes. I've already had a couple favorites. I've had about a week kind of messing around with them, so I'll show you some of my favorites, and then just go through each brush in the pack. Pretty cool predator here, and an alien or a astronaut looking character here, and there's one more page. Oh, that looks amazing. So I wonder why the Cube Brush didn't have this picture here. But I'll show you what I've created so far with it. Well, that I can show you, because I have my other artwork that just not safe for YouTube. But I have been sketching with it, especially on my comic books. So the next clip, we're gonna go over just what's in the brush pack. All right, hang tight. All right, so this is my iPad right here. This is just some sketches that I did today, just so you can see. I'm really digging this brush right here, the Sculpt BS Super, and hopefully I copied and pasted it. There is quite a bit of brushes. I did save it in my my favorites, but it's right here. It's Razum _ Ink Pro 2 Magic Triangle. I love this one because you don't have to change the opacity on it, so it's as long as you're going light, it makes some light strokes. But if you go really hard, it makes some really hard strokes there. So I'm digging this one. I actually did one page of Midnight Eye with it. Where's my Midnight Eye? Oh, there it is. So I've been using the triangle to kind of spruce this one up, because this is what it looked like before. And then with the brush pack, it just gives it life. And I'm really digging this brush. This is the triangle brush, in case you guys wanted to give it a try. But back to our little canvas here, and just briefly go through each one of these brushes. Oh, wrong one. This is my favorites folder. So this is the Razum _ Ink Pro 2. Quite a bit of brushes This is the sketcher. I'm going to move it a little darker. It's kind of like the triangle. You know, all these are pressure sensitive. Just go for astronaut theme here, since Rosm has a lot of sci-fi and space stuff on there. And this is Pro 2 paper. This one gives it a nice texture. So I'll zoom in so you can see the texture. This is the Sculpt. I really dig. This is really great if you're doing asphalt, or the texture on like a spaceship or a boat. And I'll show you with some color here. It's got this nice ink splatter. Went too close. Lose a little bit of that pixel. This is the UPD Sculpt. So this one's really good with the triangle. I've been using this one with the triangle. And what I do is I'll use this one to kind of beef up certain areas so I don't have to use the multiply tool as much. So this is an angle brush. I'll switch back to a darker brush so you can see it better. Go another layer here. Going back with the space theme, I'll just draw like an outline of a spaceship here. What you are hearing is my computer, and it looks like there's a plane flying by. Yeah, there's a plane. This is kind of like the skeleton. I have a spaceship flying through space here. Is it flying through space or floating through space? I don't know. You can put it in the comments section. What do you think? Is it floating or flying? Because technically there's no sky in space, so this is the stuff that I think of when I'm alone. Huh? And then this one is the Magic Sketcher. This one's really similar to the triangle, but as the brush is moving, it actually it's changing with the size. So it's kind of a funky brush, but I do enjoy it. This is another one that I've really been enjoying. It's a nice texture. It's really cool when you're drawing an eye and you want to get that effect of an iris. Actually, in the picture, in this picture right here, I think you can see he's using that brush there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Can't zoom in. Alright. I tried. Oh no, what happened? Oh, I must have hit the back button. Alright. This is the next brush. Obviously these brushes are not to do like one final piece. They're more for conceptual art and, you know, bringing stuff to life. Let me change the background here. So you're kind of messing around and really enjoying the freedom and the lightness of this brush pack. Another Sculpt one. Sometimes you gotta get in that mode. Like I've been in such a painterly mode lately that my concepting skills have kind of went poo-poo. But it's stuff that you can really have fun with. I swear, living in the city sucks. Alright, at least having my office in the city, because it went from airplanes to trains and now there's crying kids. It's the one upside of the suburbs. Yeah, I don't think you can really see a spaceship yet, but here is the bleed. I'll switch to a face just because drawing a spaceship really entails a lot, so this is the next one. This is by Ink Brush 1. Not so bad. This is the Magic. So Razum really does a good job of controlling these pressures on the brushes. So I don't feel like I have to press too hard to get. Also I changed the settings on my brushes, to work the way I want them to, but I think he does a really good job of setting these up so that it's not too much pressure. And I was supposed to get these brushes a while ago, and that's another thing is I didn't get these for free. I bought them, but I reached out to him the first time I was going to get them, and then I had to go get surgery. So I guess I emailed him twice, and I completely forgot. So Razum, I apologize if you got double the emails. I always like to reach out to the artists before I do these because I want to make sure I got their blessing, and sometimes I like to use their art in the thumbnail. It's just that's one thing you learn from college is you learn to cite your sources and get permission. It's not like that saying it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. In the real world, it's better to ask for permission because you don't want to go to jail or get sued. Getting sued is not fun. That's starting to come together here. You start seeing a little bit of a face here. Nice. Alright. Next brush. This is my favorite one. This is the Magic Triangle. I am in love with this brush. It's become my new go-to brush because my normal brush that I like to sketch with is the Square Pickle by Trent. I still like it, but I feel like I cover more area with the triangle than I do with the square pickle. And it's a new shape that I have to contend with because using a square for so long. But it's like when I first started using the Square Pickle, I went from using a circle. I didn't really render with any other shape other than a circle, so it's fun, challenging yourself with new brushes. And I noticed that when I try new brushes, the art kind of has a new aesthetic to it that I'll enjoy. This is the Real Stone Indigo. Use this for the helmet. Here, I'll lower my microphone a little bit so you can get a little bit of ASMR from the iPad. There you go. See, but now my hand's gonna hit the shock mount. And this one, can't really make out what it says. But if you do get the brush back, it's right under Stone Indigo. Oh, that's a nifty one. I have not used this one yet. But this one is good for covering large areas because it's very opaque. You know me, I like to sculpt when I draw digitally. I always feel like when you sculpt, it's bringing the piece of art to life. This one is a Concept 3, and I have used this one. I wasn't a big fan. I don't really like brushes that stay in one direction like this. But, your mileage may vary. You might actually enjoy this brush. I just wasn't a fan. But, that's the fun part about getting a brush back. You don't know what to expect. I've gotten many brush packs where I was completely let down, or you pay 20, 15 bucks and you get like 5 brushes, whereas this one was $25 and I got all these brushes, to the point where there's still some that I really haven't messed with. But just to show you some of these, I'm not going to go through all of them because the video is already pretty long as it is, but I did want to show you the Loish brushes. So these are the Loish brushes. This one is called the Bumpo, and I'll just do some accents here on the eyes. This is the Bumpo. Yeah, I can see why someone would like these for doodling or sketching. This one is not pressure sensitive like the other ones. It's still pressure sensitive, but like you have to really press down in order to get that dark, the darkness to come out there. Get that pressure. Add a little reflection here. It's hard to just sketch something just off the bat, no reference, And then this one is another Loish favorite. This is a shade, so it's for shading. Must be a concept shading because I can't see using this on a final render piece. Yeah, it's not bad. So my first impressions with this brush pack is it's definitely worth the money, 25 bucks. There's also a ton of sales that go on with all of these different companies like ArtStation, Gumroad, CubeBrush, and even through Razm's own website. There's a ton of special deals. So if you can't afford the $25, there's always options like that. I know a lot of these are going to be running like back to school deals, so I will watch out for those. And definitely check out Razm's Instagram. I will link it in the description of the video and link the brushes in the description of the video as well. So I'll link all the different sites here. So the Procreate, Portfolio, ArtStation, CubeBrush, and all those. I want to thank everybody for watching. And like I said, this is just the first impressions. I want to do a more in-depth deep dive one, which is going to be like an hour long, and go through every brush on one of my bigger pieces so you can see from start to finish me using just the brush pack and see how that works out. So that you can see, as on the Midnight Eye page, how it went from like a really static image to an image with a lot of life. And I think that really helps create, kind of breathe new life into a piece of work, especially digital, because digital is pretty lifeless. It's not like drawing on charcoal with your hands, and here we go. This thing always gets in my way. When you're drawing with your hands in real life, there's life to the artwork. When you're drawing digital, everything is kind of lifeless. So when you can find brushes like this that give some life, highly recommend it. If you want to wait until the prices, if there's some sort of deals, CubeBrush always has really killer deals going on. But if you wanted to wait, more power to you. But right now you can pick it up for 25 bucks. I think it's a steal. And hopefully you guys enjoy as much as I've been enjoying it. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. And as always, don't forget to keep it over 9,000. Take care, everybody.